So the trick to a good-looking music video for all of you DIY folks out there is to have a handsome man with a spicy guitar, and then just lather him in atmosphere. This is where the vibes come from. They don't walk in with the vibes. You have to add it. So it's very simple. You just do that. So the
I had to play that. I had to play it because it was just hilarious. What's up, guys? Welcome back to MIGGZPLAYZ. Today on the podcast, I have a very, very cool a bunch of dudes from the band Royal Hearts from South Florida. They've played all over the state, obviously, but today we got to talk to them. As you guys can see from yesterday, I did the review for their new single, Structures. It's fucking dope. Go check it out. Royal Hearts Structures. I have the links in the description below, so if you guys want to go check it out, go ahead, and you guys will not be disappointed. These guys are fucking amazing. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull up one of the men, the myth, the legends of this band, the guy that everybody loves, the bass player. What's up, Nelson? How you been, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Okay, so
Thanks for having us.
So Nelson is at work, so we were trying to if he goes in and out, it's all good. We'll just keep flowing with the show. It's awesome. This is what we do. This is a random podcast. This is the informal podcast for noise. We do informal things. So How you been, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm on a vibe. I wanted to ask you, man, how did you guys come up with the single? Like, how did you guys who wrote it? Like, what's the whole story behind Structures? Oh, we got Ryan back. What's up, Ryan?
There's Ryan right there.
hey,
Let Ryan get that question right there.
That's Ryan's question. Ryan,
so,
I got a question for you, Ryan. You heard it.
Yeah.
Did you hear the question? No, he didn't hear the question.
Just hopped on.
He froze. No,
I froze.
Oh, there you go. You good?
Ryan?
Disaster came out.
Yeah.
After
you got
yeah.
Bar. You got one bar. Good. I can hear you.
I got one bar. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So after Disaster came out in November, I think we wanted to lean more into writing just like super intense, just like in your face stuff. We really liked how Disaster came out, and we kind of wanted to keep that train going. And we wanted to bring in more of the, that crabby 2010s metalcore influence. And I just started coming up with demos as we got into the new year. And I put together like a skeleton for what Structures was going to be. And honestly, I just wrote the song in a very structured way. So that was it's literally where the name of it came from. And then when I got to writing the lyrics, I was like, I'm just going to write lyrics that kind of embrace that sort of sound. I know that sounds really cheesy and really dumb, but I like to challenge myself to come up with new ideas and share it with the guys. And to be honest, and I even told Nelson this a few weeks after we finished recording it, I wasn't even going to send this song to Mike and Nelson. I didn't know if they were going to like it because it was pretty different than some of our other material.
It is.
So it honestly was just like sitting in the scrap heap, and I was like, do I send it? Do I not send it? And I basically just said, fuck it, and shot it to them. And then they loved what I had, and we workshopped it from there. And I tracked everything up. I tracked everything up here. Mike did his stuff down there, and we sent it off to the master, Javi. And, that's where it happened.
Javi's fucking dope, man. Every time Javi gets like a song, he's just like, he puts it out there and it's just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why are you not like producing for a label, bro? Like, what are you doing?
He absolutely killed the mix on this one. He added all of those orchestral elements in the breakdown on his own. We did not have those in the original demo. He wanted to try something, and we've worked with him so much the past few years. We're like, we trust you.
Yeah, no, Javi.
We should trust him because
it's always like
trust him because he kills it.
Yeah, he always goes like one step above, right? So it's not just like, oh, here's a song, mix it. All right, motherfucker, here. It sounds great. Like, no, it's like, here's the song, and he's like, bro, I'm gonna do this, and he goes with it all out. And then you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, I've sent Javi some of my stuff when I was doing pop music, and dude, like, he always comes back. He's like, bro, can I change the drum beat here? I'm like, dude, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I don't care. Like,
yeah, and there are some things. I mean, we have an understanding with Javi. He'll try whatever, and if we don't like something, it's no hard feelings. If we don't like it, it comes out.
Yeah.
But more often than not, he's hitting home runs with his ideas.
Yeah. So how does it come together? Do you write the instruments and then you send it out to the guys and they put their input into it? How does it work?
More or less, I come up
That's
with
pretty good right
a
there.
solid skeleton of the song, right? And then like I'll shoot it down to them. Michael will fiddle with some drum parts. Nelson will give some input on like what he wants to do on the bass,
Mhm.
and we'll kind of just go from there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll track the bass parts after the input and fiddle things around. I did all of the guitar work on structures. I tracked all of the vocals up here in my car.
You track them in your car? Why, with just the phone?
Yeah, we're in the studio right here, baby.
Oh shit! Mobile studio,
I,
everyone.
Magic
You
hour.
heard it here
Yeah.
first.
No,
Hit up Ryan.
Subaru-
Ryan Sound.
Subaru Studios. No, I have a
Subaru
pretty
Studios.
decent mic, and I record into Reaper, and my wife works from home, so she takes a lot of meetings, so I can't always record in the house. I don't have like a separate studio area in the house. So when I did the second and Sebring cover last year, I on a whim was like, let me just try it in my car, see how it comes out, and surprisingly, it worked really well. And
Yeah.
Javi was able to kind of really work with what I was sending him. I'm not recording it on my phone. I
Yeah.
am recording it into a DAW, but the car worked surprisingly well in a pinch.
Yeah, no, the cars are awesome because you got all that fabric and carpeting, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, it's a very like, once you especially like in a Subaru, it's very like insulated. Once you close the doors, you
Mhm.
can't hear anything outside. So no, that's pretty.
I
I've
hope
heard
you
that-
can't hear anything outside because I have neighbors, and I was screaming my ass off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on like a Wednesday.
No, I don't hear anything outside of your car. I mean, just like the basic ambient noise, but it's not like the car passing behind you. I can't hear those. I can't, But that's very interesting
Yeah.
because I've heard people say that before. Like if you want to record vocals, sit in the back seat, like in the middle, put your laptop on there. What do you got? A Focusrite
exactly what I did.
solo? Yeah, like a Focusrite solo.
Actually, no, I just use a little Rode NT1. It was like
Okay.
a podcaster setup. It's a pretty decent microphone. You've heard it if you've listened to Disaster, if you've listened to our second and Sebring cover, if you've listened to Structures, you've heard that microphone.
Yeah.
It does exactly. I know like some people are like, oh, you need to have certain gear to create certain sounds, and I guess to an extent you do need passable gear.
Yeah.
It
Dude,
can,
but to
it
be
can be
honest with, like,
difficult to.
If you give something to Javi that sounds at least decent, he can make it whatever you want.
Yeah, and
No, but it
and
doesn't
one
matter.
thing
But the
that I've- that
Roadcaster
I've-
is a great mic. Like it's essentially the same thing as this, just smaller.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the NT1A. I don't think it's the Roadcaster. I think it's a little bit bigger than that.
Oh, the NT1 that's a condenser mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, no, those are fucking excellent.
Yeah, it's basically Rode's version of like an SM7B.
Yeah. No, they're fucking awesome mics, man.
So-
I used to
Yeah.
record on one of those with at another friend's studio. We did a few vocal takes on it, and his room wasn't isolated
Yeah.
at all. And we just did a few demo vocals, bro. It sounds dope. Like I was
does
even
a great
considering
job.
getting one. Yeah, I don't have any condenser mics
Yeah.
in the studio right now, but if I do get one in the future, that's one that I'm considering getting. That's fucking awesome. There you go,
Yeah.
man. Listen, Subaru Studios, man. Hit up Ryan if you need your vocals
Subaru
recorded.
Studios, baby. Yeah.
There's a good ring to
Just pay for gas.
Just pay for gas. You guys live pretty separate from each other, right? Like pretty far, like all of you?
Yeah.
like the
I live in
opposite part
Jacksonville.
of the state,
You what?
basically.
Yeah, I live in Jacksonville.
Oh, dude.
Further north, further south.
Jesus, man, you're like almost to Georgia.
Basically,
I'm
yeah.
50 minutes from the border. I'm 50 minutes from the border.
He's
that's
closer to
fucking-
Georgia than us.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, I would love to live over there. Like, hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Because I see, like,
Honestly,
I love
it's great living up
Florida,
here.
but I hate, I'm in Boca, so it's still like an 8-hour drive to get out of Florida. Dude, it's a headache.
Oh
I hate
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I hate that long
Yeah.
stretch. So
It's-
right now, when we started this podcast, you were in your axe throwing league, and I want to know, man.
I was.
It was just
All
screaming
right.
like his two axes, like, yeah, Assassin's Creed, motherfucker. So like, how did you get into that, man?
I went axe throwing for my bachelor party a couple years ago,
Mhm.
and it was just like a one and done type thing. When I moved up to Jacksonville, I noticed that there was a spot about 2 blocks from my house. I was like, oh, I can go check it out. I went in one day. The name of the place is called Axe Champs. It's in Jacksonville. It's a, it's a single owner shop. It's not a franchise. It's a local business. I walked in the door. The owner, Dennis, was like one of the nicest people I'd ever met in my life. And within a few short weeks, I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and join your league, because I didn't want to do like bowling or a pool league, but I wanted something to do on a weeknight.
Yeah.
So I've been coming here every Tuesday for about a year and a half now, and
Nice.
there's some great folks that compete here. It's a lot of fun. It's certainly a conversation starter when I tell people that I throw axes for fun.
When did you start throwing
But
axes?
if you, well, like consistently about a year and a half ago when I moved up here.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fucking, have you ever thrown axes, Nelson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He,
I've
one
never
time.
thrown axes.
He was actually in Jacksonville. Funny.
Yeah, when
Funny.
our last show in Jacksonville, I actually had the owner of the axe throwing place bring his mobile axe throwing trailer to the show, and I paid for axe throwing so everybody at the show could throw axes if they wanted, just to have something
Oh,
extra
that's
fun.
sick. Yo, it's like heavy metal music and more. It's like
Yeah.
you got the mosh. Now we're going to insinuate the violence. Here you go. Learn how to throw an axe.
Well, how many times have you been to a show and they have, like a fire dancer or a vendor there or something like that? I was like, well, I can get axe throwing at a show.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's unique as fuck, man. That's pretty awesome. That's dope.
I thought so.
I would have never thought of that.
So.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
And I saw you also throwing knives. Like you throw knives too?
I can throw axes, knives, ninja stars, scissors,
Scissors, what the
double-headed
fuck?
axes. Yeah, like metal scissors. You could throw those. Playing cards are throwable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You throw
so
anything.
He throws everything, bro. Ladies, if you need somebody to protect you at the house, call Ryan. He knows how to throw axes. That's pretty awesome,
Yeah.
man. I gotta try it. There is a place down here from my place, that does. I forgot the name. I just know I've passed it driving. It says axe throwing something. I think it's Axe Throwing Society.
Well, you're in Boca, so you're in Boca, so that would be Game of Axes.
It could be
Game of Axes.
game
Yeah.
of asses.
There's one in
Axes.
one in Pompano also. There's one in Pompano not far from you too.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I used to live in Pompano before I moved to Boca, so I've seen him. But I gotta try that, man. I've always been curious about it. Like, oh shit, let me just go throw some axes just for like once in a while. It's not something that I would do. Like, I wouldn't get into it as far as you would. But it sounds like a fun thing to do on a weekend with the boys.
Yeah, it's a good guys' night out. It's a good date night activity. I've seen a lot of people bring dates because I also worked at an axe throwing place for about a year, and a lot of people use that as like their first date kind of thing.
Yeah. So what's like what's your like your goal with it? Is it something that you just do for fun to do something, or is it like Oh, okay? So it's just like a hobby for you.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be a professional competitive axe thrower, but it's fun. I would rather be a professional metalcore musician.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
With my boy Nelson over there.
With the boy Nelson. No, and you guys have been definitely putting in the grind. I think the first time I heard of you guys was about 2 years ago. Actually, no, I heard about you guys when I started working with Javi. And yeah, man, you guys have been putting in some grind, man. Like the growth on your guys' IG and your YouTube and stuff like that has been like fucking definitely up there. Like what is the? I mean, I know obviously it's like part of the marketing and the visual and stuff like that, but because that stuff kind of takes a while to put together, right? Like you don't just come out as a fresh band and all of a sudden you have like the ideas of how to like start growing it, I'm assuming that's part of you, Ryan, right? That's kind of like that's why you
I run the socials. Yeah. Well, for the first like year, we treated it very serious. Like every post was serious. Yeah. Hey guys, we're a band and you gotta listen to us and we're fucking awesome. And that didn't work. Year 2, still kind of serious. Year 3 to now, it's certainly got its moments where it's serious, right? Certain things are important, but it's social. So I just figured, why not be social?
Yeah, that makes total sense, man. People want to connect with something that's like has a personality to it, right? Like people don't just want to like, because if you wanted to do that, you would just go follow like a band like Nightwish, right? All their posts are like, we're goths. You know, it's like, oh, okay, dude, like we get it, you're goths. You know, like everybody knows who they are. But like, you know, when you want to grab people's attention, especially with social media, this is one of the questions I wanted to ask you, Ryan. It's like, you've probably seen this where like the more, obviously not, don't show your cock and balls on social media, but like you do things that just capture people, and they just start, they get a giggle and they remember you, you know, and then they see the post the next time and then they're like, oh, let me just follow these guys because I see them all the time, right?
I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna video me being an idiot. Like, if I want to say something silly, I'm just gonna record myself saying it. If I, you know, and if I put it up online and people don't like it, I can delete it.
That is true, yeah. I saw the video of you
You
getting
know,
hit with a
Yeah,
hammer,
Ryan's really good at that.
with a baseball
oh, that was
bat,
a great
it?
one. Nelson, remember when we went to David's in just outside of Orlando when we did the night stuff, the fucking suits of armor shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. Yeah,
It was, yeah.
I don't know if you want to pull up that video. It's somewhere on our Instagram, but they had us put on a helmet, like a suit of armor helmet, and just beat the shit out of each other with clubs. You don't feel any of it. It's awesome.
That's fucking
You can
dope.
feel nothing. Feel nothing.
It feels nothing. All right, I'm gonna pull it up. Let me see.
Yeah.
We got the other half.
Like 4 different IG pages.
What'd you say, Nelson?
Share this.
No, we did it to Hav. The other half.
Oh yeah.
As
It's
an
on there
initiation.
somewhere. Yeah.
All right, so which one is it?
You might have to scroll down a bit because I guess I do post a lot, but it is in there where we're just beating the shit out of each other with a club. It was fun. It was in March, so you're almost there. There's my dumb face.
Faces everywhere. It says wasted on that one.
The face of comedy. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Okay. It's loading little by little.
I picked up Ryan on my shoulders. I'm one of those pictures.
I think you've gone too far.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the February shows. You were there at the February shows?
Yeah,
I was, right? Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in there somewhere. It'll be okay. If you want to see it, guys, follow us on Instagram, and I'll throw it back up in the story.
Yeah, we'll let them do that, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. Now I want to find it.
Oh, it's in there. I'll link it to. I'll link you to.
I'll link it. Okay. Yeah, so link it to me. All right. So let me close. So yeah, guys, if you guys want to go check out the video, go with it. Oh, this is kind of better for all of us. All right. So I have a question for you guys. What is your favorite shampoo?
Oh, I love a good tea tree shampoo.
A good tea tree? Well, like Michael's?
Yeah, like a good tea tree. I don't know. It's whatever's on sale at the store, to be honest.
I love Ryan's answer. It's like, bro, if it works, it works.
Store brand dandruff shampoo.
You use store brand. This question was for you. You use regular store. No, you don't, bro.
Yeah,
I've seen your hair.
I condition it. I use conditioner. Pantene.
Pantene, son.
Like the worst.
That's
like
the one.
I use like all the no-nos on my hair. I still use it.
All the no-nos.
Head and Shoulders, yeah. It's flammable. I use all flammable shit.
See, I have like a horrible dandruff issue, as you can tell from my shirt. Like it gets like everywhere. So I might have to start using.
Guys, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay.
All right.
Do it, bro.
All right, I'll be back in 5.
I just like killed him off. I just cut him off. So you use Pantene, bro? Okay. So I have another question for you, right? So I saw from your AG post that you have a pet parrot.
Yes.
Okay. How did I mean? I'm not saying it's not like a random, like my parents have parrots, but like, why did you get a parrot?
Why did I get a parrot? I always wanted a parrot.
How and why?
I always wanted a parrot. Like my parents, like never wanted me to get like a dog or cat because they smell and they're like kind of high maintenance and stuff like that. And birds don't really smell like that. But that parrot's high maintenance. It's my mom's bird.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So
I
long.
just thought, I just figured I'm like, oh damn, that's pretty cool. Like, what's his name? I couldn't find its name.
JJ.
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 JJ's
Yeah.
cute as hell, man. He's got a picture of like you holding him in his hand. He's just like on his back, like yeah, like I'm a fucking parrot, bro. Like
Yeah.
just chilling.
It's just, like,
Is he?
it's a form of trust. Like he trusts you to like because that's like the most awkward position for a bird. And if they
Yeah, I know,
do
right?
that, that's the form of like just straight trust.
Yeah, it's very like is he trustworthy with
It's-
other people or not? Just like you and your mom.
What?
Is he like
Yeah,
that just with you and your mom, or?
Yeah, I live with me and my mom and a parrot. Yeah.
So like any other person that comes around, he's just like fuck you, like I'm gonna fucking tear your shit off.
He's really curious. He's a curious bird. He'll walk up to you and then like he'll make you like pick him up and stuff. And
Oh shit, really?
yeah, he's friendly, super friendly. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that's cool as
basically
shit.
like a dog. Basically, like if the dog never smelled you before, he'll
Yeah.
come up to you and smell you. Same thing with the dog with the bird. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes it. Yeah, because my mom's parrots are like fucking. They're like pterodactyls, bro. Like,
Oh
like
yeah,
they're friendly to her, but like when anybody else comes out, they're like fucking like they're ready to fucking tear your shit apart.
yeah. I mean, I'm used to the sound. Like it actually gives me energy in the morning. It's like a
That's
squawk.
fucking dope.
It's like a squawk, like loud
Like
ass
a
squawk.
squawk.
Yeah.
By the way, when I saw the music video, like I was a little confused in the beginning when I saw it, and then I realized that because when the instruments started, you guys started picking them up, right? There
Right.
was a bass laying down, and then there was a guitar vertical. But I thought the guitar was the bass because that's what I saw first. What bass
Right.
is it that you're playing?
What bass that was in the music video?
Yeah.
That was a OLP like a Music Man. It was like
Oh,
a
okay, all right.
like a knockoff of a Music Man made by OLP. Yeah, the company that
Oh,
doesn't exist anymore.
Really,
It's
they
like
don't
a
exist
Chinese-
anymore.
What?
So they don't exist anymore. No.
No, OLP is gone. They went bankrupt like probably like before the pandemic, 2019, 2020.
So
Somewhere
that's
around
what
there.
happens when you make the quality instruments a little too much quality and nobody buys them.
I have no idea. They're supposed to be made to be cheaper, like cheaper parts and stuff like that, to be more affordable. So like normal people could buy it. You don't have to buy like $1,000 Music Man. No,
Is that what you use live?
no, I don't use that live now. I was using that when I was in this project, Let Me Bleed. I was trying to I was just using that for it's set in drop A. So I was just basically just fucking around with that. I'm no longer in that project no more. I basically for Royal Hearts I use like straight up like Ibanez's, like SRs. SR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got like an SR 500 and then like an SR 755 that I just bought with some upgraded Barlini pickups.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
The Bartolinis. Oh, I love those Bartolinis, bro. Everybody rages over like the dark glass stuff, like the ding walls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I've always liked the sound of like Warwick's, like anything with Bartolini pickups in it, like the snappy, clean sound.
Right. I love the dark glass pedals and stuff. It's just the ding walls. They make the preamp inside the bass. So you basically you're like I don't know if you're using a ding wall and you're going through like your own rig, you're basically going through like probably like 3 preamps, whatever your setup is. That gives it that clanky sound. It's a little overrated a little bit. I mean, they're nice basses. They're nice basses.
I mean, it's awesome for like in the recording studio because I mean I've played one. I've just never really recorded one, so I wouldn't even know how it sound. But I like the Warwicks just have like this warm low end to it.
Right.
Like the low end is like punchy and like it's just I don't know how to say it. Like it's just I guess it sounds a bit more I want to say kind of classical in a way. So like I don't know, like bands like Tesseract or like Tool when they play Warwicks, it's like I don't know, it just has like a nice fucking sound to it. The bass player from fucking Carnival uses a Warwick.
Right, yeah.
So I'm just like, bro, that sound is what I want.
Warwicks are great basses. I never really played one personally, but like just from hearing them at like albums and stuff like that, like you ever heard of a band called Abiotic?
Yeah.
They have like this one song with I forgot what it was called. It's just some weird naming song, but they have like this like huge bass line that the bass player uses like a Warwick and stuff like that. I just love that classic. Like he's super dialed in to his tone. Like it's just super solid, and it's just like that classic bass sound, like untampered with, like just natural, like I'm pretty sure he's running it through Dark Glass, but everybody's running it through Dark Glass nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what
Yeah,
they're
everybody, all the bass players are like, "Oh my god, Alpha Omegas!" They all just went out and bought Alpha Omega pedals. Like,
Yeah, I
I know
got
it's
one of those
because
pedals and stuff like
they're
that.
dope.
Now,
They're
yeah, they're
dope.
dope. They're dope now. But like now we're like switching to like the digital ages now. Like we're trying
Yeah.
to switch up from like the analog stuff, trying to switch out of it and like get profilers and stuff like Kempers, like Line 6s, like the Helixes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Goes. They all work the same. They all work the same, and like you really don't need any extra parts. Like you don't need to make your own like pedals anymore. Like unless you're super old school.
Yeah.
You can basically dial everything in through like a computer, program all the amps that you want, all the like the heads that you want to use, and stuff like that, and you can mix and match them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's honestly like it's very freeing because when I remember when I was first starting like this whole like music producing thing, bro, I had to get like I got a Madison amp with a fucking 412 with a SM57 microphone running into a DI box, then from there running it into the fucking computer, and then like on the computer it was like, bro, I'm like, listen, I don't fucking like, no, this is too much of a pain in the fucking ass. So I just started buying amp. This is when amp monitors really sucked. This was like probably like 7-8 years ago. They weren't that good. The only really good one was the Axe Effects, maybe if you can get one.
And it's super expensive.
Yeah, it was super expensive. Yeah, when they came out, I think they were like $1,800 or something like that. So
yeah,
nobody really cared about amp modelers back then.
No,
unless you had an Axe Effects.
Now it's just like another level. Like every year that the modelers are like better and better with all the updates and whatnot. And it's just like it's like it's like when like all the cabs and all the analog stuff become super obsolete now. In a way, like it, like because we don't play at those venues anymore. Like like Poor House, where they don't have like a professional PA system where we can't go directly to the house. We do our research before we play those shows. Make sure, like they have like a great like PA system and whatnot. So to support all our hardware, because like now we don't use amps or anything like that. We go directly towards the house. And
yeah, I mean, it makes sense, man. Because I remember having to carry this, and I talked about this the previous podcast when I was with Tony from Werewolves. But like, dude, it was like you had to go to the practice space, pick up. It's usually the practice space is at the drummer's house. Pick up the stuff from the drummer's house, put it in your car, drive to the venue, go to the venue, unload the car, wait for your thing to play, put it on stage for like 30 minutes. You have 10 minutes to set the shit up, take it off the stage, wait, and it show's over, put it back in your car, drive in your car, take it home, unload. It's like, bro, it's like, and the fucking abs weigh like 100 something pounds,
And that's if somewhere's local. Like, what happens if you're going out of town? You have more stuff to worry about, and you probably have to rent a trailer and stuff to drag and all that stuff. Like now, we just like we meet Ryan anywhere because Ryan is in Jacksonville. Us three is down south. So us three down here, we usually ride together in one SUV. We pack the drums. We packed everything. Oh, hear me?
Okay, yeah.
We pack the drums and stuff like that, and then we pack our guitars. We packed our foot pedals, Kempers, and stuff. And we just barely fit everything in there. And then we just travel like that. No trailer, no nothing.
There you go, bro. Balls out.
It's just how you put everything in the SUV is how it comes out, is how you put it back in. You know what I mean? Don't just throw stuff in there.
From the moment that I found out that I can just carry my guitar rig on a backpack with a guitar,
I'm
like, dude, I'm so down for this. I'm so down for this. The only thing I would need to carry separately would be like the speaker because I have a Harbinger.
Right.
But outside of that, that's if I play at a place that doesn't have a PA. But all I need to take is my Line 6 Pod Go and my guitar and my drop pedal, and that's it.
Basically, yeah, and just like a PA speaker, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's if you need one. If they don't have a PA there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm considering still taking it. Let's get Ryan back in here. I'm considering still taking it with me just because I kind of like the
You can
get you guys up top.
Yeah,
because I like to have a monitor for myself.
Yeah, Tony from Werewolves does that, and he actually lent me his during that February show that we did.
Yeah,
which was like kind of a disaster sound wise, but it was overall good turnout though.
That February show, you guys had so many fucking sound issues. Like
everything about that show.
Am I remembering the same show with Werewolves?
That, but like I just think about the turnout. It was great, but yeah. It was
oh my God.
sound issues left and right. Like it is what it is though.
So
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
We get to the venue.
What happened? Yeah.
I'll tell you. We get to the venue. Sound guy was supposed to be there at 5 o'clock, right? Sound guy,
This house
5
is-
o'clock. He doesn't show up till like 6, right?
Yeah.
He shows up with 2 Mackie PA speakers, which is odd, because then we find out that the venue owner wasn't letting us use the house PA system.
What?
Which they like they're also a nightclub. They have a really good like house PA system, and there should have been no reason we weren't allowed to use it. He basically was like, no, you guys aren't using it. You're using these 2 overhead Mackies. So that was the first thing. Then because the sound guy got there so late and it took him so long to set up, his stuff, we didn't get an opportunity to sound check any band. And we had 3 bands that were using, or 2 bands, I know we did, and Werewolves all use like in-ear monitoring systems.
Yeah.
So it's always a good thing to be able to sound check and make sure everything's working great. And without that extra time, we weren't able to. So by the time our set came up, we got everything set up and there was an issue. And it had already taken so long for load in and tear down and all of that we basically just said, fuck it. We scratched using our in-ears. We scratched using whatever samples for our backing tracks. And we just did the show just completely stripped with the 1 guitar, Nelson on bass, obviously drums, and the 1 vocal. Or I guess Mike with his vocals too. But there was also a lot of feedback issues. I like to kind of move around a lot more than I was able to at that show. And we basically just had to kind of roll with the punches. Like, we could have been pissy about it, but the turnout for that show and the amount of support that we got from our friends that came out it overcame any of the difficulties of sound.
Yeah, no, that show was fucking sick, man. That shit was packed.
Yo, that
yeah,
shit
there
was,
were over.
Hey Miguel, that shit was a Line 6 Pod Go show because everybody was using Line 6 Pod Go.
Bro, I got mine right here, bro. It's like sitting right there. I fucking love this shit. I bought it like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I just bought a case.
Oh, they're great.
Patches and shit. I just added a drop pedal to it and fucked around with it. Actually, I picked it up from
I've been using
the guitar player from Werewolves, the one that left, Jeremy. He was selling it, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna pass this up. Like, give me this shit because I don't have any live gear. All I have is my studio.
How much did you sell it to you for?
Bro, cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. But I
couldn't pass it up. Put it that way.
Okay.
those units are so great. I mean, I remember, even 5 or 6 years ago, if you wanted to go into modeling, you still had to drop $1,200, $1,600, $2,200. But like, I got the HX Stomp from Line 6 like 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, and I'm so happy that I did. I play instruments in a couple other bands. I don't have an amp. Like, I don't have a guitar amp. I have that. I got rid of most of my amp gear. I still have like my old bass amp, just because I don't know if I'll ever need it again. And I like it, but I never take it out of the fucking house.
Yeah, what is it, like a fridge? Like one of those fridge, like.
No. I got rid of that. I got rid of my 215 years ago. It's just a 112. It's pretty light. That's why I still have it. I guess because it doesn't take up much space.
I still got 2 of my 2 410s. Are you interested, Harkey? Miguel?
You got two 410s?
I got 2
you're selling
410s.
2 410s?
Yeah, I got to unload, dude. I got so much analog shit that I need to fucking sell right now.
Is it okay? Wait, hold on. We're doing business live on stream. Okay, wait. So, what is it? An amp or just a cab?
I got 2 cabs, 4x10. But yeah, well, we can talk later about that.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, let's do the business deals later.
Do the business deals
we talk
later.
about that
We listen. It's the informal podcast for noise, so we could talk about whatever. But I did have a question for you guys because I saw that Nelson. The first thing when you pull up Nelson's IG, it says anime lover. So, what is your favorite anime, Nelson?
Probably Dragon Ball Super, and
Dragon
Z.
Ball, fuck yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Ryan?
When I picture myself at the gym, I picture Goku. Got trained like Goku.
Well, you look like Goku because you're fucking jacked.
Right?
No,
Yeah, no, he is fucking
I'm actually
shredded.
Nelson, Ryan. My name's not Jack. Fuck.
What about you, Ryan? Do you watch anime?
I don't. It's not something that's for me. I don't care for it. I mean,
He's
there's
a
so much
Disney guy.
there's so much great animation and storytelling. Like I know that there's so much value in there. It's just not something that's really interested me ever.
I get you. I'm
likes
kind of
Disney.
like I'm kind of on the middle of both. Like I watched Dragon Ball Z while I was growing up, and I loved anime like growing up, and then at a time I just stopped. And now I only catch certain things that like call my attention. But I'm not too much of a TV person. Or like
Yeah.
Netflix, I don't really like. Well, I either sit this and I talk shit all day in front of a camera, or I go and I write music and stare at my screen. So I'm a screen person.
I certainly love watching TV though. So.
Oh, that's his guilty.
I
What
love- I
do you
do
like
love-
watching on TV, Ryan?
You like sports?
Right now, outside of sports, right? Outside of sports, right now my wife and I are watching Ted Lasso on Apple TV. That show is so good. It's with Jason Sudeikis. It's a comedy about an American football coach going to coach a soccer team in England. It's like a fish out of water story. It's really good. We also are watching a show called The Marvelous Miss Maisel on Amazon Prime, and that's about a 1950s comedian. Very funny stuff. But I guess it kind of depends on this season. You know, sometimes we're watching thrillers and horror TV shows. Sometimes we're watching lighthearted comedies, stuff like that.
Yeah, 'cause I saw that you're a big fan of the Jaguars. Now, I'm not a sports person. I have no idea what sports are. Well, I know what sports
Okay.
are, but like I know what sports are, but like who are the Jaguars? Is that a college team or something? Or is that like a
That's
full-blown
very-
NFL? Listen,
I know you're not saying that as a joke, but that's a very funny joke. No, it's the Jacksonville football. You know, it's the football team in Jacksonville.
They're like
It's they're an NFL team.
oh they are an NFL team? Bro, I suck.
Yeah, yeah.
It
like
goes to
Yeah.
show you how much I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, because I saw him like
They-
like took clips of him just like whoa, like fucking jumping. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I guess he likes football.
They're not even new. I mean, Nelson, they've been around since '94 or '95 is when they started.
Was it second new then?
They've been around.
Texans is new.
Texans are newer than them, but yeah, they've been around for 30 or so years. They're a national football, team. The stadium is great. They're doing really well right now. It's something that I really enjoy doing. I get to do it with, I get to go and enjoy it with my wife. So it's one of the things that we share together. We love football. We love watching sports. We love the excitement because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
With a TV show, you oftentimes know, all right, well, the good guy's going to win, the bad guy's going to lose. But in sports, sometimes the team with the good players loses, and sometimes the team with the bad players wins,
So I could easily say right now that Jacksonville has disowned me because I don't know who the Jacksonville Jaguars are. Yeah. Immediately screwed.
Maybe don't come to Jacksonville.
I won't go to Jacksonville, I promise. But now that you were talking about the whole villain thing, if you could choose to be any villain, right, from any series, right, which one would it be, and what would be your first crime?
I'm gonna let Nelson go first while I ponder.
Oh fuck!
Nelson's like,
I might think of like all the Marvel movies. I don't know, Thanos.
I know. I got mine. But Nelson, you go first.
Yeah, I guess Thanos, because he has like the Infinity Gauntlet, and like you could like change everything about life and stuff and how it works and shit like that. And I don't know. Yeah, Thanos.
Thanos? Why you have to be so OP, bro? Well, you do like Goku.
I don't know. I was gonna go with Jafar from Aladdin, and it's kind of like the same fucking reason, right? Because I could just wish for more wishes.
There you go.
So your first crime would be to wish for more wishes.
But you're stuck in a lamp.
Well, yeah, but like unlimited power.
But you're stuck in a lamp.
Yeah, what's that line? He's like, unlimited power, living space.
And then he gets sucked back into a little ass lamp.
Yeah, well, Thanos gets absolutely bodied by everybody by the end of both of those movies.
Oh shit! On live argument. All right, you guys argue it out. Argue it out. Who would win? Who would win?
That's because he was super arrogant.
Or Jafar?
He's an arrogant villain.
I think they both are arrogant. I think that's what makes them villains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Meg? What about you, Miguel?
Oh, dude, what villain would I be? I don't know, man. I'd probably be something stupid because I don't watch a lot of TV. So I'm running in my head, like trying to figure out which one I would be. I could be a basic bitch and say like the Joker, but I'm not.
That is very basic of you.
I know it's super basic, but I wouldn't know.
That is-
I don't see myself as a villain person. I can't even watch like horror movies.
Get squeamish.
Okay.
I get scared too.
Oh, dude, no, like the last horror movie that I watched was Event Horizon. I know it's an old movie, but I watched it for I was doing a podcast with my friends from the Sci-Fi Remnant, and they talk about all this movie stuff, right? All this sci-fi stuff that's going on. And they made me watch Event Horizon. I was just like, bro, like this is like I can't even sleep. Like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, people are like mutilating each other's while having like an orgy. I'm like, bro, this is disgusting. Like, fuck this.
It's a very strange. Sounds like a very strange movie.
Oh, it is. It's very fucking strange. It's like these guys, they go on a space travel thing to find this spaceship called the Event Horizon, and there's like this which is actually really cool, right? So like the way that they explain like space travel, you don't beat the speed of light, you kind of fold space into itself, which is like the theory that we have now, right? So it's really interesting that way. It's very accurate to what people are talking about now, and this was back like in the 80s. But this thing opens a dimension to like this hellish portal, and like people just like kill themselves, but they come back. So all they do is like mutilate, orgy, and fuck. So like you'll have some bitch sucking your dick and chewing it at the same time and shit. It's fucking weird, man.
Interesting.
Yeah, that sounds very weird.
Yeah, man. No, it was weird for like 2 days. I was just like, it was just like revolving in my head. I'm like, oh, this is kind of disgusting. I'm gonna watch some fucking Looney Tunes or some shit.
Yeah. Sounds very strange.
It is very fucking strange, bro. So, I know that obviously most of us over here were food guys. I don't know about Nelson because he's shredded, but if you guys had to pick one, you work at a restaurant. That's why you're shredded. You're like, oh god, food. You're around it all day. So tell me, if you had to pick between two, all right, you can only have one: nachos or mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks.
Oh, that's interesting. Really, you like mozzarella sticks?
Yeah, I like nachos, but there are a lot of toppings that go on nachos that I don't like. But there's nothing wrong with a mozzarella stick.
Oh,
You have to eat that for the rest of your life or something?
Yeah, it has two ingredients. It has mozzarella and stick, and it's great.
all right. So what is it that you don't like about nachos then?
I don't like guacamole or sour cream.
Yeah, I
So
like
all of the
sour cream.
things that like those are like two things that people love about nachos, and I don't like either one of those things.
Okay, that makes sense. What about you, Nelson?
Yeah.
Nelson's so thrown off right now. He's like, "What the fuck? I thought we were here to talk about music." No, bro.
If I have to pick one to eat for the rest of my life.
Well, I think if Nelson's on a cheat day, he would probably have mozzarella sticks served on top of nachos.
That's true. If
Probably,
he's
yeah.
bulking,
Because there's no sour cream, like he can replace that.
I just ate like almost a large pizza to myself yesterday.
bruh.
To myself.
When you go to the gym hard, son, you
I
can do
do,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck you want, huh?
Yeah, you know, I watch Dragon Ball. I go to the gym. You know, take things seriously. Shit.
That's fucking dope. All right, so we got mozzarella sticks over here, and we have, well, actually opposite. So mozzarella sticks and nachos and mozzarella sticks.
Yes.
All right, guys. So you guys gotta let me know in the comments below. Like, what do you guys like? Do you guys like mozzarella sticks or nachos? So put a 1 for Ryan and put a 2 for Nelson. So we'll figure this out. We'll put a challenge out there and see what people do. All right, guys. So if you two were stuck in a civilization, right? Well, if you guys could be part of any civilization throughout any human history, what would be your favorite and why?
We're talking like different centuries or like decades. These are civilizations, so I guess you're talking centuries, right?
Yeah.
Like the 70s.
Okay. I mean, I would go with the Renaissance. I'm an English teacher, so like being in the times of like Shakespeare and some of the great literature of the, 15 through 1700s would be really cool for me. But there's also like dysentery and the Black Plague, so like there's certainly shitty parts about it.
There's no AC.
No AC.
There's no AC.
No AC.
Once a year back.
Yeah.
And there's no football.
No football.
There is no football.
I mean,
There
no,
is beer though.
I think there was football, but with human heads.
I have no idea. You know what? I have to actually jump on Wikipedia and see if they had mozzarella sticks in the Renaissance.
They
Because if
placed
they
bets
didn't, then the answer's no.
They place bets on who dies first from the Black Plague.
Jesus.
Oh, there's like a There's like a pool of who would die first.
So Deadpool.
All right, so
Nelson, what,
let's put it this way: if you went back in that civilization and you had the knowledge that you do now, I think you could probably fight the Black Plague because the Black Plague was healed by what? By yeast.
I think it was literally just soap. I think it was just soap.
Really? Is that what it was?
I think it was literally just like, hey, we should wash our hands more often instead of bathing once a month.
So hey, go take a bath. Like
I thought it was like somebody like left a moldy bread out and they're like, oh, they just ate it and then they found out that's how they made penicillin.
No, penicillin was many centuries later.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm all fucked up and backwards. What about you, Nelson?
I have no idea, man. Honestly, what I know now and back then wouldn't be any use because I smoke a lot.
He'd be like, yo, you guys want to get shredded? I know you guys are dying and your limbs are falling off, but you guys want to hit the gym for a couple quick reps?
It's like, hey, you guys know where
I know how to work out.
You know where Smoothie King is?
You just see like a photo of Shakespeare fucking jacked because he's hanging out with Nelson.
It's like, hey, just eat these berries, bro. It'll make you bigger.
It's like to be or not to be absolutely shredded.
To be or not pound dumbbell, motherfucker. Oh god, that's fucking hilarious, bro. Listen,
but I'm sure everybody back then are shredded. Like whatever you do, it's like it requires heavy lifting. I'm sure.
That's true. That is
like
true.
Average person back then is probably shredded back then.
Yeah, you know about that? I don't know if it was Ryan. You could probably correct me on this. Wasn't it like a myth or a legend or like some kind of like tale about this guy who was he worked on a farm, and he started lifting this cow every day. Like it was a baby cow that was born. He started lifting it every day to the point that he did it every day for so long that by the time the cow grew to its full size, you could just pick up the one whole cow.
I've never heard that story before.
It's called repetitions, yo.
Thank you for Nelson's personal training.
Never skip.
I've never heard that story before. I'm not even joking. No idea.
It was a weird
Is that
story.
like Paul Bunyan or some shit?
No, I heard it a while back. Like I was probably like in middle school when I heard it. It was probably like a kid's book or something. But it was just funny. I'm like, damn, you know how much a baby cow weighs alone? Like this dude just like picking up a cow every fucking day, and then all of a sudden the cow weighs like 2 tons. He's like, yeah, fuck this cow. And he just like picks it up like no fucking issues.
I don't know, man. I guess, yeah. Like if you're gradually lifting and the weight's getting heavier, I guess that would work. I don't know.
So what?
Nelson's gym rat.
No, yeah, Nelson is the gym rat, right? Nelson, have you ever picked up a cow?
Not yet.
I picked up a gallon of milk. It's basically the same thing.
That
I
is
dated
basically the same thing.
a heavier set girl. Does that count?
What?
No.
Whoa. Bro,
Nelson.
hold on.
No.
Wait, that deserves one of these. Hold on. This deserves one of these.
No.
Oh my God!
That deserves one of those, bro. Oh my God, bro. He's killed it.
It's a joke. It's a joke. We all joke.
Nelson, it's okay. You don't have to
Don't
joke,
cancel
Nelson.
me.
Big girls need love too, Nelson.
Yeah, they do.
He's like, yeah. I like how stoically he said that. He's like, yeah, they do.
It's the lighting.
Bro, I could imagine you guys drunk should be hilarious. Do you guys drink?
I don't think we really. I mean, like at shows, we're usually pretty business oriented. We might have a couple drinks, but I don't remember the last time. I can't remember the last time we really partied after a show or after a rehearsal.
No,
like to where it would be like ridiculous.
When's the last time you got like drunk? It doesn't have to be at a show setting, but when's the last time you got like drunk like at a party or something and you said some really stupid shit? Or you did something really stupid?
I mean, I do go out and, I work at a bar, so like I do drink, not every day, but like I definitely have a good time with folks, but I can't remember the last time I did something dumb because I was drunk.
Nah, we're
generally if I do something stupid, it's because I'm an idiot.
I find that something stupid, but not around us though. Like when we're together, we're super professional guys. Super. Right.
What, so you don't drink, Nelson?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, Nelson
I
drank.
drink responsibly though.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you guys,
Yeah,
you've
yeah. I
never
would
been
say like I don't know.
you never been like drunk as fuck where you say or do something stupid,
No.
or even like
Honestly,
slightly tipsy and you said something and you were like, oh fuck, I probably shouldn't have said that.
I mean, I'm sure all of us have, but like at this point, we're all in our 30s. Like we don't. That's not really where we're at anymore
Yeah.
in terms of like drinking. Like when I was in college, I'm sure that was certainly something that would happen.
Oh, those
But
are the times, bro.
that's over a decade ago at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in high school getting fucking banged up on those fucking Four Locos. Jesus
Oh, yeah, I
Christ, those things were
remember.
disgusting, bro. Now I look at a can and I want to throw up.
Hey, when's the last time you guys did a cake stand?
A
Keg
keg stand?
Yeah,
What is that?
That's like high school shit.
College. That would have been college.
Oh.
Like I haven't done any of that shit since college.
Is that where you go? You do a handstand and like you have a hose that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never done that. No, I have shit to do
Yeah.
that. See, I'm very lightweight with alcohol. So like, if I just drink like the neck of the bottle, doesn't matter what kind of beer it is, I'll get banged up. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather not even like. So when I go to the shows, like I'll have a little bit of whiskey, but it'll last me like an hour and a half.
Babysit
Yeah.
Huh?
it? You babysit it?
Yeah, I babysit it, bro, the whole time. I even tell him to put water and ice in it.
It's like I don't know what to do with this hand. Like let it hold a drink.
Yeah,
and
this is-
the whole-
I hold it like
Yeah.
with the pinky up like this, and I sip it through the straw too. Ryan's like, bro, this guy, bro.
Crazy straw. Crazy straw.
What-
with
so-
titanium.
What's something that you guys do that you don't show online?
Something that I do that I don't show online,
Well,
like band related or just like in general.
not like sexually, but like something, yeah, like something like a hobby that you have that is kind of like nobody really knows,
I collect Pokemon
or something
cards.
that you like. You like Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, but your profile says
Sure, everybody knows
Pokemon. Yeah,
Yeah, his profile says it.
yeah, your profile says it.
That's Pokemon Master, not Pokemon
oh,
card
true.
collector.
Oh, you're right. So you play Pokemon Go?
I don't.
No, I used to.
Oh, okay.
Let's collect the cards. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I guess one thing that I don't really like. One thing I do that I don't really share online is like I play like some of those like puzzle games on like my phone. But most of what I do, I share with people on the internet. Like I share with my online. You know, anyone that knows me knows that I, am a part of Royal Hearts. I love music. They know that I do my axe throwing. I mean, you knew that. It takes 5 seconds on one of my social medias to be like, all right, well, we know that Ryan likes sports. We know that he likes going to Disney. Like, I'm pretty open about most of what I do. I don't really have anything secretive, like a hidden hobby or a guilty pleasure.
You want a party of Ryan? Go with him to
Like-
Disney. You get shit faced. Ryan at Disney.
Disney is where it'll happen. Drinking around the world is where it'll happen.
That's where Ryan gets loose.
Yo, I like going to Disney just for that. I go
Yeah.
to Disney just for the Epcot.
Yeah, the wine and food festival.
Hell yeah, it's fucking dope, man. Especially like I like that ride soaring.
Soren, yeah.
It's fucking
A lot
dope.
of fun stuff there.
All right, guys. So I'm almost at the last few questions for you, but since we're all
Okay.
in our 30s, right, and we're all thinking about this, right?
About that.
How do you guys feel? How excited are you guys to get your first colonoscopy?
How do you know I haven't gotten it yet?
I don't know.
I actually got it voluntarily. Like I was like, hey, like let me just get this out of the way. So like I heard
Get
it
this
hurts.
out of the way.
So already been there, done that. Right?
Ugh.
Ryan, that's the second time actually.
I don't know if I have any thoughts on that. It's obviously, that's like a physical health thing that people should certainly talk to a doctor about. But the concept of it is very strange to me.
It is,
Yes.
right? It's kind of like they put a tube
Yeah.
in your ass, and then you can't eat the day before, or you could only drink liquids. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
strange.
You can't shit either?
I'm
Yeah,
personally not looking forward to it.
yeah, I'm not. I don't. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, it's a doctor thing. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it.
When do we have
Uh,
50 or 40?
At 40.
Fuck, dude.
He's
Holy
like,
shit.
fuck.
I thought that shit was 50.
I'm 8 years
I'm
away from
more-
it, man.
yeah.
So
Hopefully
no
the
no
mic-
comment. Everybody's like, no, fuck this.
Yeah, I don't think I have a comment on that one.
Nelson, nothing.
But-
Nelson's just like, no.
I don't know. Hopefully Miami Heat wins. That's my answer to that.
That's a perfect. That's a perfect segue into the next question. All right. Actually, no, not really, but because we're coming close to the end of the podcast, let me know. Is there anybody that you guys want to shout out? I have one more question for you guys after this, but is there anybody you guys want to shout out or anybody you would like to see on the podcast?
I would like to, shout out, obviously, to you for having us on. You didn't have to do that, and it's been a lot of fun chatting with you. Shout out to both Javi Mello and Frank for everything that they've done to help us sort of grow our music. Shout out to all of the different guitarists that we've gotten the chance to play with. We have a rotating sort of cast of live members, but shout out to Pat from Vitalis, Marco from The World I See, our friend Jesse. Shout out to Emilio from Iron Buddha for being in our music video for Structures, and of course to Javier Sardenas from Asadia. He's been playing guitar with us for the past couple months. Without those guys, we would have certainly been in a pickle the past 2 years or so. Shout out to Nelson and to Mike though for really just, we all put in a lot of effort, and it certainly can be hard being so far apart, but I think the three of us really have a common interest and a common goal, and I appreciate everything that Nelson does and everything that Mike does and everyone that supports us. Without all of that, I don't know what we'd be doing. So
Yeah,
That's
I
true,
second what Ryan says. I second what Ryan says, and all the people that we met along the way from all these shows that we did. We made a lot of great friends along the way, and like bands that would like let's say like if I have a broken bass or whatever, I feel like if like we're on the same bill with these bands that we're friends with, like it won't be a problem for them to lend us like their gear if need be, and it's just like
and
this
vice
huge
versa,
network.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a huge network of people, like just friends, like just new friends, just developing relationships, and yeah, just keep on
That's
keeping
dope,
on.
guys. That's dope, guys. I'm happy to hear it. And man, whenever you guys want to come on the podcast, you guys are more than welcome to. Like, you guys are fucking sick. You guys, I enjoy watching your shows, even though the last one I kind of made it late, but whatever. It is what it is. I was caught in the middle of doing the other podcast before I left, but it is what it is. But next time I'll catch you guys. And you guys have a show recently. You guys have a small tour coming up, right? On
We've got a week. Yeah, we've got a weekender coming up in 2 weeks. June 8th, 9th, and 10th, we're going to Tampa. The 9th, we're going to Ocala. And then the 10th, we're doing Orlando. And it hasn't been announced yet, but early July, we're going to be back in West Palm Beach for something. So make sure that you're following our social medias. That should be coming up soon. And then there's some other dates that are going to be coming out as well. But if you're following us at Royal Hearts FL on any social medias, we're on everything from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of those things. Whichever your preferred platform is, just follow us, comment on some shit, say hi, shoot us a DM, say what's up, and we're just trying to do the best we can and have as much fun as possible and just kind of see what we can make happen with the noise that we like making.
Yeah, good deal, man. Good deal. All right, so my final question, and this is a question that I ask all the artists that jump on the podcast as like a closer, right? So I want to ask you guys independently, what's your philosophy on a fulfilling life?
Be happy.
Do the things you love, be happy, and just basically do the things you love and be happy. You never know when it's gonna be the last day that you live on Earth, so just live it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, put the mileage in.
Of course.
Get rid of the
You have
miles.
You have to.
All right, guys. So
I guess
Experience it.
I don't know. Just an addendum, and this is kind of like a recurring theme in our music, though. Is I guess one thing that I feel really can help someone find that sort of happiness is to like really like appreciate and love yourself. You know,
Yes.
for all of your positives and all of your shortcomings and all of your struggles and all of your successes, like own up to your mistakes, celebrate your victories, you know, love those that are near you, get rid of those that are hurtful to you and toxic to you. You know, just take care of yourself.
Right.
hell yeah.
Ask
Well said.
ask for help when you need help and give help when someone needs it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well said, guys. So with that being said, we're going to close out the podcast. Thank you guys for jumping on. If you guys want to hang out a little bit, I'm just going to play the outro, and then we could jump back in and have a small chat. Or if you guys want to go, that's fine. You take tired of seeing
Yeah,
my
I got to head out. I do have work in the morning. So, but it was great talking to you. And
Yeah, I'm not
Nelson, I'll
right.
see you soon, baby.
You too, man.
All
Take
right,
care,
take
guys.
care, guys.
All right, be safe.
I'll stay on them
Bye,
for a little
guys.
bit.
You stay up for a little bit. All right, cool. All right, so
Definitely.
with that being said, guys, thank you guys for joining us on Miggs Plays. You guys are fucking awesome, man. Thank you guys for being on again. Like it's honestly like it's honestly incredible seeing how far the metal community has gone in South Florida. Not only with you guys, but also the other bands that are coming together, and like, you know, they're just like developing their sound in a way where it's not just, because I remember when I used to play in the metal scene when I first started, it was very stripped down and basic. It was just like, here's some guitar cabinets and, you know, we're gonna garage band it. But you guys, I feel like, are one of the bands that are started taking it to the next level. And it's honestly really incredible to watch like the guys do like their playback stuff and just like really refine the live sound. So thank you guys for doing that, man. You guys are definitely bringing a new experience.
Yo, thank you for doing what you're doing. Just like, you know, putting like, you know, local music on the map, and just like, you know, putting awareness to everybody, like in the local community, and like especially the metal community, you know, because we need more people like you doing like what you're doing now. And, you know, it's just like we just gotta support each other. You know, it's a big community. You gotta support each other. Don't hate on anybody. Just like, you know, wish everybody the best. And, you know, you never know what's gonna happen the next day. You know.
That's true. That's true. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna close out the podcast. Guys, if you want to watch MIGGZPLAYZ next week, I'm actually gonna do a 2-part series, kind of like what I did with you guys. But next week, Monday, I'm going to be reacting from a song from a band called A Moment of Violence, fresh band from South Florida, and I'm gonna have them interviewed on Friday. So if you guys want to catch that, please subscribe, please follow the channel. Go catch it. You're not going to want to miss this. Like, these guys are like straight hard rock from South Florida. Like, they're fucking phenomenal. So with that being said, take care, guys. We'll catch you next week. I will catch you in a few minutes. Nelson, I'll just close this out. Peace out, everyone. Goodbye.
Later.